Ah, sleep. That terrible temptress tempting me into the terrific twosome that traipses the trepidous twilight. I just don't have time for that. It's just our mortal nemesis. If you're not sitting on the shitter, eating, then you're sleeping, or working, or wasting your time screwing around the internet watching dumb videos like this one. Hello, my name is Incognis.
I am Ragin Azin.
The Ragin Azin is with me today, co-hosting, and we, as of courtesy with Spike, we actually got cans of the new Blue Raz that we're going to be trying out today. For those of you who don't know, Spike is a energy drink that's created in Colorado. It's known to be one of the two strongest energy drinks on the market, having some of the strongest kick, and having no sugar, no carbs, and no calories. So.
Very slimming.
But it's one of those few cans where they actually have a pretty copious amount of warnings. Here, let me give you a read of this. Do not use if you're under the age of 18 or elderly. Do not take with any other stimulant or weight loss supplement and any prescription of over-the-counter medicine. Do not use if you are pregnant or nursing at the risk of being treated with high blood pressure, heart disease, hyperthyroidism, spasms, psychiatric disease. Yes, if you're mental, don't be drinking this. Oh, well, we're screwed. Suffer from migraines, have asthma, or taking asthma medication. Discontinue use if you are experiencing dizziness, headache, nausea, heart palpitations. If you have trouble sleeping, do not take within 6 hours of bedtime. Keep out of reach of children. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, or cure, or prevent any disease. Although it's about the closest thing to sleep you can get in a can, or legal speed. And you want to go ahead and read the other one?
No, you're doing good.
Okay, fine, I'll go ahead. So, the recommended uses begin with 1/2 can a day to determine the tolerance. Never exceed 2 cans daily. This will be my my technical first can for the day. I've already had one of the spiked shooters earlier this morning, the double shots. That was actually pretty yummy. This product contains strong stimulants. Should not be combined with any other stimulant, weight loss supplement, or medicine. See? So, what you should know is this has 33,333% of your daily B12 vitamin allotment. About 180 milligrams of sodium, so that's the main thing it deviates from, is it does have a little bit of sodium in it. Now, a couple ingredients here that are part of the proprietary blend, which makes up 2,650 milligrams of the ingredient mix, is N-acetyl L-tyrosine, which is an amino acid that actually stimulates neural pathway growth, basically giving you a sort of mental clarity for a while. Being in Red Cloud, your brain kind of steadily goes into intellectual osmosis, and you become stupider the longer you live here. And this is kind of a jumpstart to remind your brain, hey, you still work, dummy. And yeah, so we're gonna crack these bad boys open and give our review of how they taste. Bottoms up, ice cold.
It's got bubbly Kool-Aid.
It's kind of like
Oh, feeling the dizziness. Oh, I'm feeling the nauseousness. Oh. No, taking a drink.
It's kind of like a sweeter version of those blue Jolly Ranchers. You know, the blue raspberry Jolly Rancher, but without the like strong tartness. What do you think?
It reminds me of Kool-Aid.
Nah, flavor ice, man.
It does remind me of like blue Kool-Aid.
Blue Kool-Aid? I'm down with blue Kool-Aid. It's smooth. It's good.
If you are a bro, you will like the Raz. Oh, the Spike. It reminds you of the Kool-Aid.
Now, there's actually a funny story behind this stuff. It was introduced over at the Phillips 66, also known as the Amco, down by Westwood College, where when I first met it. They had the smaller 8-ounce cans, which instead of using anhydrous caffeine, they have yohimbine in it. So if you're immune to caffeine because you drink stupid amounts of coffee, it affects you on a much different level. This stuff here is about roughly 2 super strong cups of Starbucks in caffeine, being 350 milligrams. It also has beta-alanine, which is another sorry, we still got the giggles from rehearsing this. Also another amino acid, which is for stimulant use. Normally, these drinks are meant for workouts and performance.
High performance sex.
Okay, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That's what Ragin would do. He's a nymphomaniac. And I use it for extremely long road trips. I keep this in my glove compartment, kind of like the Schwartz, from Spaceballs. And, just kind of have it there in the glove compartment. You get that reference, right?
Yeah. Sure,
Yeah.
I haven't seen this in the 80s, but yeah.
Well, neither have I, but come on, man. A can of Schwartz in the glove compartment.
Hey, that movie scared the crap out of me when that alien came out of that person's chest, when it was a stomach, where the heck it was. Never seen it since.
Hello, my baby. Hello, my honey. Hello, my ragtime gal.
I cried myself to sleep many nights.
But when this was introduced, I ran across it by chance with a friend of mine, and I was at the point where sleep was becoming my mortal nemesis because I was working a full-time job and going to college and dealing with the tyrant of a stepdad. So it was kind of a full-time headache and
Sleep
minimal
sucks.
hours. Yeah, I probably got maybe 30 minutes of sleep a day because of that. So I was looking for a good energy drink. All of them are junk. Monster is Kool-Aid. No, Monster is Mountain Dew with vitamins, as far as I'm concerned.
Red Bull tastes like vomit in a can.
Red Bull's nasty. And
It's a vomit in a can.
Yeah. It's only good as a mixer, and even then, I don't really care for it as a
This
mixer.
would be good with some vodka.
This would be amazing with some vodka.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah.
Wide awake drunk.
Yeah, wide awake drunk. And so when it was introduced, I got a couple cans, and my buddy and I went back in after lunch, and we're like, man, we're like straight up buzzed, and like other students noticed. We were like, yeah, we're go ahead and say what the next thing, teacher. And we had a sense of increased mental clarity, and we were able to focus on the assignments despite the fact of having massive amounts of brain fog from lack of sleep and being overworked and exhausted. And now, like I said, this ain't a replacement for sleep, but damn, getting rid of the brain fog is amazing. So I told a couple other students about it. The word spread quick. So that gas station, who only went from having 16, 18 cans, I believe, in stock at the time, went to buying pallets of 9, just big old pallets of 24 cans times 9 to just bring them in. They were only selling the smaller versions, but those were the more potent versions back then. And then later on they introduced the big guys. But during that time those smaller cans were introduced, it actually brought up the grade point average of the entire college in record time. But there were rumors of kids having heart palpitations and seizures and whatnot from drinking it. Nothing speculative. I mean, nothing really true. It's all speculative. They've been around about 11 years, and the only thing I found to be true was there was some kids who had heart palpitations and actually vomited from drinking it. But you know what? Kids shouldn't be drinking energy drinks anyways. They give off enough hormones in order to, to produce the energy. Okay, you get in your later 20s, 30s, and beyond, and you still shouldn't be drinking it then. But it's a nice supplement when you're working your tail off. But this has been a very big pain for me to accumulate any cans anywhere in the state of Nebraska.
Hey, we did. You did get the orange one and the red one in Casey's in Red Cloud.
I did.
I do have it in Casey's in Kearney.
Yeah,
That's one place I know of.
Yeah, that's because I asked for it probably. When I was working at Casey's, the gas station here that makes pizza, I told the manager there, "Hey, yo, can we get some Spike? I'm dying here. I'm working 72-hour weeks." And she's like, "What's that?" It's like, "Well, it's the strongest energy drink on the market." And she's like, What do you mean strongest?" It's like, "Well, what do you drink in the morning? Coffee?" "Yeah." It's like, "Yeah, this makes coffee look like like Kool-Aid." And she's like, "Okay, I'll order some in." So she found it on the order list for Casey's, and they ordered it in, and that became her new pot of coffee. She has 6 kids, and she worked like 65 hours a week plus. And next thing she knows, she's just like, "Damn, this is some good shit. Let's get our day started. Let's go." And, well, after time, they started carrying the little double shots. They got it in every flavor, blue raz, the orange one, and the regular. And the orange didn't become very popular at the Casey's for the 16-ounce, but the original sells like hotcakes there. The berry's just a good flavor, because the orange reminds a lot of people of Tang soda.
Yeah, but I kind of like the orange one.
I like the orange one too.
I like the
It's
red one
alright.
too.
It just reminds them of Tang soda because it's like a mandarin orange flavor. And
I think both flavors are in Kearney though.
yeah, I think so in the Kearney one. So everywhere I go, I like to go on road trips a lot with an old man who's a U.S. Consular General. And we're talking trips where I can drive anywhere between 900 to 2,400 in a single drive nonstop. with, like next to no rest. I'll probably take a 20-minute, 30-minute nap here and there, very minimally. So I used to keep this stuff on hand because I'd have to buy it literally in the local area because only Colorado really carried it, to my knowledge. Their advertising campaign's not the best. They've been around 11 years, and most people haven't even heard of this energy drink, for crying out loud, unless you've seen something on the internet, or unless you're like an avid energy drink junkie, and you got another junkie friend who was just like, "Hey, have you heard of Spike? It's like Red
What's
Line."
that? Is that an alcoholic drink? You're like, no, it's even better.
Now, some tactics I've done with the stuff, though, is because I actually like the flavor of the original berry, which has a little bit more of a kick when you crack it open, doesn't it?
Yeah.
It's a little bit tart. It's a little bit more tart and a little bit more carbonated tasting. It's the same amount of carbonation. I've already asked everything about these. It's the same amount of carbonation, so I assume that's the tartness of the berry that gives it the extra little when you first drink it.
That just reminded me. It was like a Kool-Aid.
Yeah, it's like a Kool-Aid.
I don't want to make it like the orange one and the red one. Make it like this a little bit when you first.
Yeah.
You have to get used to the taste.
It's a placebo instant energy effect. Because it's like you could taste the energy hitting you because of that tartness. Because it gets underneath your tongue, it saturates right into the membranes of your sublingual, and it's just. But this is good. Now, I've been drinking this stuff for a while, so I'm probably gonna pound the whole can in one go.
I'll pound mine and the rest. I'm on it going soon.
But even the little double shot, the double shot's a lot milder. It's the little containers, like about yay big.
At the Energy 5-hour drink.
It looks like a 5-hour energy on steroids. And I had half of one of those yesterday morning, and then I had another half this morning. But that, no, it actually carried in the middle of the night, but it carried me well into 5, 6 in the morning, and I felt no residual effects. It was like, I didn't feel energy, I didn't feel like it was kicking me. I just felt like I had a good night's rest. I feel pretty good. And when it finally wore off, I just kind of like, okay, my eyes are getting a little tired. I think I'm just going to take a nap. I'm not really tired, but yeah, cool. And, it was much milder. It has a much milder ingredient mix than these bad boys. And I asked them, what's the point of that? And they were like, it's kind of a nice pick-me-up, instead of having the extreme, effects of having a full massive can. And I'm like, okay, well, that makes sense. Just kind of like an after-workout shooter or something like that. That makes sense. What are your thoughts?
I do notice when I first tried this product, I was on medication, psych meds. I'm not sure which med it was at the time. I was up for 36 hours straight. I talked like the Micro Machine Man for about 30 of those hours.
You wouldn't stop.
And I crashed pretty hard. Next time I had the drink and I wasn't on the medication, no crash. So I understand why they say do not drink if you're on meds. Especially crazy meds.
Yeah, he was on these meds that made him kind of like Eeyore. He's like,
mumble a lot to and he's just there playing it big and like, and it's like, oh, that's nice. I'm like,
it was funny the first 3 hours.
And he's like, can you go find my mom or something? Go bug them. They're having a walkathon all night. You should go bug them. So I went down there like, I think I talked the whole way to the place. To myself.
I lost track of him because I just decided after like 4 hours of it, dude, I need to go. I need to leave because eventually you just get like go into self-destruct mode and explode or something.
My brain would have been cool if we recorded it. My brain would start smoking.
Oh man, but I've given this to my buddy Jason. I think he must have had an empty stomach or something, and I strongly advise you don't take this on an empty stomach because that would be very, very stupid. Because those of you who are not big caffeine drinkers, and I don't mean like a can of soda, like a 12-pack of soda or something like that. I mean like religious coffee, like shooter, drinkers,
Dude,
stuff like that.
I drink like a case of Mountain Dew a day or
Yeah,
better.
but soda's like minimal compared to something like this.
Yeah, but I just sit there and drink.
This is like 2 or 3 cases worth of soda.
If soda was alcohol, I'd be a drunk.
And let me define that why, because a lot of people just think, okay, cool, 350 milligrams, well, shit, that's 3/4 of a case of soda. Okay, well,
That's one can. Out of your 24.
Technically, no, because there's two different kinds of caffeine that are known. Okay, one is the caffeine which is in liquid form, which can be subjective.
Yeah.
In different potencies. Okay, and what Spike is known for having is anhydrous caffeine, which is basically pure caffeine, and is actually known to be absorbed much easier into the body. So you get a much more straight caffeine buzz when you drink it.
Oh. So if
I mean,
you want a good liquid drug, this would be the one.
Well, okay. I submitted myself as a child, about 12 years old, for ADHD and bipolar research. One of the only medications that really had any effect on me was one known as Adderall, which is basically a derivative of amphetamine. And I've been off medication for a long time now, but I'll tell you what, it killed my appetite, it gave me a sense of mental clarity, and it gave me lots of energy. Basically the equivalent, legally, over the shelf.
You could buy your local gas station.
You can buy it at a local gas station, if you're over 18, of course.
Yes. I did the Adderall, and that was nothing like this. I became OCD.
Well, your mileage may vary. We have two different reactions to different medications.
Yeah.
So, when you say that somebody who's bipolar or, anything like that, or ADHD is affected one way by something, we're completely different in that aspect.
We're both assholes, though. We're both crazy.
Yeah.
To an extent.
Yes, he would be crazy, I would be mental, and...
I let this shit on fire.
The voices in my head tell me to burn things. But these are the kind of energy drinks that, now, as a personal recommendation, I wouldn't say just sit on your butt and pound 2 or 3 cans of this and play Call of Duty or whatever the hell you play.
Not pound more than one.
No. As a matter of fact, I'd recommend you do start off with half a can, just to see what your tolerance is. Put the rest in the fridge. This stuff has enough lasting carbonation to last overnight.
Fancy cup or still you can get at the dollar store. Put it on top.
You can do that too. Yeah.
That's pretty potent.
The carbonation holds up pretty well overnight, from what I've noticed.
All I know is, I didn't do a half a can when I tried it the first time. Probably a big mistake.
He underestimated it. Jason, he had the shakes and the jitters when he first got it. He's like, what did you give me? What did you do to me?
Liquid form.
And I'm like, I just gave you the strongest energy drink I have found. Then I remember my buddy Mark, the skinny string bean of a guy I knew. He picked up a 4-pack of Redline. I believe they were going like $14 a case back then for a 4-pack, which is ridiculous for an energy drink. And he's like, well, I'm going to give you a Redline. Let's see how you react to that, huh? And, yeah, he even did the neck motion thing, which looked ridiculous.
That was like my kid.
He's such a dork. He gave everything to Redline to me. I pounded that bad boy, hopped in my van, started driving to college, to go grab some, new books. And he's like, well, you should start doing the shakes or something real soon, or just... And I'm like, I'm not feeling it, dude.
Then you're like this. Try a can of Spike.
And I'm like, yeah, buddy. Have a can of Spike. Let me show you what my coffee is.
And he's like, one. And then I was like, I'm on my 3rd one.
Yeah. Now, to be honest, as much as I absolutely love this stuff, I'm afraid to drink more than 2 cans a day. Okay, and keep in mind, I'm a fairly stout guy, alright? I mean, getting up, I'm not exactly a skinny man by any means. I don't look like much, but I'm actually 282 pounds. And I'm 6'1".
Black girl booty.
Yeah, I got a booty on me. But that's irrelevant.
Big booty ho, big booty ho.
You won't see me in skinny jeans.
It won't fit. Don't look fat in these.
But anyhow, I
think I like this one.
You like this one?
I like this better than the other ones.
Yeah, they say this is actually the more popular one around the office right now.
And I'm not a raspberry fan.
I'm not a big raspberry fan either.
I like orange. That's what I really like, and I actually like this.
Yeah, and I like how the aftertaste, how it just kind of lingers for a few moments.
Yeah.
The longest lingering taste I've gotten out of this is about 5 minutes, where it stays on my tongue for 5 minutes. My mom says it stayed on her tongue for about 10, but I'm like, I don't know. 5 is about mine. But
your mom's crazy.
Yeah, well, she said it was better.
That's why she's
Come
crazy.
on, my mom's not crazy. My mom's the most normal.
Hey, all women are crazy.
No, we're not gonna have that battle here. Social justice warriors will just come and like raining down
Don't come and crazy women come attack us. Because that's why I just said you're crazy.
I can't deal with anybody crazier than me, and I'm pretty high up on that index.
You're not crazy. You're nuts. You got a pair.
I'm certifiably mental, so like I said, if I can't deal with anybody who's crazier than I am, he's actually milder than I am.
But you can't tell.
With that said, what would you recommend that out of on your scale of 1 through 10 as far as energy drinks go?
And 10's the best.
10 being the best, 1 being no. It's horrible horse piss.
So all the ones I've tried, I'd probably give it probably a 9 out of 10.
9 out of 10?
I'm not gonna give it like a 10. I don't know. I've tried a lot.
Mm-hmm.
It's probably the best. This is the best one I've ever had. But I'm not giving something that I'm like, ooh, you get a 10.
Well, I'm normally kind of a stickler myself. When it comes to video games, product reviews, or whatever, I'm not that guy who gives people 10s. I just don't. But I have had every energy drink on the market, including cocaine, which is pretty much the nastiest, harshest stuff there is, especially with its copious amounts of taurine to make you all limber and loosey-goosey and whatnot. But taurine doesn't give me energy. It just basically alleviates joint pain and gives a sense of refreshment. And it's an extract of animal bile. So that's not real energy. That's a placebo effect.
Gross.
Yeah.
I'm not snort it. Never had it.
Yeah, it comes in a nice, neat little red can, but...
Oh, you're talking about energy drink. I was talking about cocaine.
I don't know nothing about that.
There's no cocaine at all. You're the form.
I mean, I snorted pixie sticks as a kid, but
hey,
you know...
that stuff hurts.
It does.
So we didn't give it...
I am going to give it...
8 point.
I'm going to give it a 9 out of 5. I'm at 9.5 out of 10 because...
I gave it an extra 0.5.
The reason why is because it falls short of being the absolute perfect energy drink for me because I feel it could be a little bit stronger in the carbonation. I feel it needs that twang. And this is not something I think will benefit from that berry tartness that comes with the original. I think this is something that would benefit from a little bit stronger carbonation. But...
It could have a little more twang to the end.
It could have had a little bit more twang, but I don't want it too sour. I mean, otherwise it just tastes just like the original, you know?
Made it too sour, it tastes like everybody else's drinks.
Yeah, well, the other ones taste like, what, sour apple? That's usually kind of the going flavor. I mean, I've had every flavor of Monster, and I gotta say, most of them taste like some variant of sour apple. Maybe a little bit of peach, maybe a little bit of grape mixed in that mix, but, yeah.
Oh, I like the red Monster one. The fruit punch.
I like Rockstar Punched. That was actually a pretty good one.
I think this... I'm not a Red Bull fan. I think that tastes like vomit in a can, but this is probably the best flavor they have for the spikes. I'd probably rate this the best one of all the spikes.
Well, there you have it. Once again, that's Spike, the Blue Raz flavor here, and...
hardcore, I say.
Yeah, we want to thank Spike for sending us some test samples here so we could actually get a chance to review it. I'm looking forward to trying to get every gas station I can to carry the stuff, so when I go on road trips in the future, I don't have to scrounge looking desperately for them. And I also would like to note that they are competitively priced with a lot of other energy drinks. What is your average energy drink these days? $2.79, $3.49 a can?
Yeah, somewhere up in the $4 range.
Yeah, it's somewhere between there, okay? Amp I don't count, because Amp is just kind of meh, and I don't like any drink. I don't like any drink that has corn syrup in it at all. None.
Don't they usually have this on sale? Like, buy two for like $4. Once in a while they have sales on it.
Yeah, or buy one, get one for, buy two for $3, which is $1.50 a can.
Yeah.
But they sit there on the shelf and collect dust forever. I mean, I've sat there and watched gas stations collect fridge dust. You ever seen fridge dust before?
I don't want to know.
I don't want to know either. Okay. This stuff here, I'm not going to give you an exact price, but just an estimate. Usually about $2.50 a can, roughly, for the 16-ounce can from everywhere I've been. And some places you can get two for $4, or buy two, get one free, depending on where you're at.
I think they're $3.89 here.
No. They are $2.49 here.
$2.49?
They're $2.49 here. Two for $4, probably 6 months out of the year.
That's somewhere I thought it was for $3.89. That would maybe smell like nasty.
Oof.
Big energy drink.
Yeah.
Oh no, we live in BFB Nebraska where everything is jacked up.
Yeah, being in Red Cloud, Nebraska, there's only one location, well, two apparently, that within 120 miles that carries this, and the next location would probably be Lincoln, and that's only because I haven't combed every inch of Lincoln to find it.
Actually, I don't. When I went and picked you up in Lincoln, and the time we went up to Eagle Neck, I never seen the places that we stopped at that carried this, or Omaha.
No, I haven't either. But
only place I know besides Red Cloud is Corey, and that's about 70 miles from here.
But I haven't combed over every inch of Lincoln, so there could be some obscure old rundown gas station that carries it.
But I think they have them at the GNC, don't they?
I would like to assume that they have it in GNC. But I can't count that, because GNC, if it's there, it's probably sitting on a shelf, and it's probably lukewarm, and
nobody knows about what the heck it is.
Yeah, and me, I gotta have my stuff cold. Yeah. I like cold.
Cold makes everything better, unless it's Mountain Dew.
But link will be below for Ragin Azin's channel. We'll see if we can get him to do some more rants. And we'd like to thank you for watching this video, regardless of it being ridiculously long.
And dumb.
Yes. 25 minutes and some odd time.
Oh, 26!
Okay. 26, oh my gosh.
But 30.
This will be one of my longer reviews once again, so I'll probably put a little timestamp or something like that just to jump to what the rating is so you can skip all the banter. But if you want to watch us, slowly gain our energy buzz and go as it goes, feel free to watch the whole video. And once again, my name is Incognis with Rantech Radio, and this is the Ragin Azin.
That's Ragin.
And we hope to see you guys again.
Sayonara.